Hey guys, we're here at the Tampa RV Show 2021. We can't believe it happened. I caught Gary Wheeler, one of the faces of MORryde, and he is going to show you some products, showcase them, what they have at MORryde. And fear not, we are doing this before the show begins. That's why we don't have masks on, so fret not. So we're going to let Gary take it away.
Hi, I'm Gary Wheeler with MORryde International. I've been working for MORryde for about 25 years, and currently I am working in retail sales. We want to go around and show you a few of the products that MORryde has. So we'll start over here on this side. This is a relatively new product for us. It's called Patio X, and it was designed for toy haulers or trailers with decks on them. Basically, it's an additional room that goes in there, sits on your patio. We inflate it, and this is all air. There is absolutely no metal framework on it at all. And then it just gives you an additional room. It has windows on it with plastic, screen, or you can take the whole thing down and just have the open air. This has been a great product for us. We have sold out here at the Tampa show, but we can certainly get more in if you're interested. Okay, another product that we have, and most of you are familiar with it, is our entry door step. The stability on these steps are unbelievable. Instead of having the diving boards roll-up steps, these are more like a residential step. A couple of nice features on the MORryde, because we're not the only ones that make them, but some of the nice features on it is the spacing, or the step locations. Most of your steps, particularly on the factory and our competitors, have the back of the step right underneath the one above it. So when you're coming down and your heel has to clear that step, you're not going to have weight on the front of your foot. It's going to be strictly on the rear of the foot. But with a spacing like this, with the offset, when I put my foot down, I've got weight on both front and back of it. So it's a lot safer. You're less likely to trip on that. Okay, this is a brand new product, just released. This is our cargo tray that we put underneath the step where your old steps were, but we've added a little compressor, onboard compressor with it. This is for good for up to 120 psi. Comes with the hose, and we put another fitting that you can mount on the opposite side. It comes with enough hose to connect, so you got access to both tires with your compressor. Okay, this is another new product that we just came out with. It's called the Windfill Stabilizers. And we have 3 versions of it. If you have a hitch on the rear of your trailer or motorhome, basically this just fits right onto that receiver. You have 2 legs down here with a ratchet strap on it. You just tighten that strap up, and it absolutely does a wonderful job of stabilizing that trailer. So when Dad gets up in the middle of the night and goes to the bathroom, you're not going to feel it in the bed. It keeps you nice and stable. Okay. We of course have a variety of TV brackets. These are all designed for the RV. Every one of them has a lock on it, and as you can see, they're very well and very sturdily built. We have them for just about every application. We've got 3 or 4 different swing arm versions. We have a drop down, and this is great incidentally for toy haulers. Drops down 18 inches. Back up, locks into place. If you want one for multiple rooms, we have this variety. They come with 2 docking stations. You got the one with the swing arm. You got one that's flush against the wall or close to the wall with 10 degrees tilt built into it. These are a very popular item for MORryde. Another swing arm, and on this particular swing arm, you get 25 inches of extension on that. So this could be used in the trailer or in your basement compartment. Let's assume this is your wall on the basement compartment. You just bring this around and you got a TV outside now. Again, has the 10 degrees tilt on it, and you can move it back and forth. Now some units are equipped with entertainment centers, and one of the biggest problems with an entertainment center is your TV is fixed. You can't move it, you can't tilt it, you can't do anything with it. So we thought, let's see what we can do about that. And one of the biggest problems is the depth of that entertainment center. So getting a TV in there with a bracket has been very challenging. So this one actually is only 2.7 inches from the wall to the outside of the mounting bracket. Will fit in most entertainment centers. And then all you do is pull it out. It swivels left and right, so you can get it out of the sun. Another one we have for the basement compartment is this slide. This would represent your wall. You just lift this up, and this whole bracket comes outside and then tilts, or swivels, I'm sorry. So that's a very good product. And of course, MORryde is known for their rubber pin boxes. What we're doing is addressing chucking, that surging back and forth. All we do is we put a rubber spring inside this pin box and attach the skid plate to it. That allows that skid plate to move back and forth. So when the trailer gets into a harmonic back and forth motion, instead of being solidly hooked truck to trailer and it's shoving you, that rubber spring is moving back and forth 3 inches to dissipate that energy. So it gives you a very smooth ride in the truck. And that is specifically designed for the truck. Okay, this is a new item for us. There's always that issue, what do I do with my pigtail once I unplug from the truck? Normally, most of us just wad it up and stick it inside the pin box. But we come out with this little device, we call it a turtle, because when the cord's not on there, it looks like a turtle. And all you do is just reel the cord around that. Keeps it in a nice, neat package. You can store it here, or underneath out of the way, but it gives you a very nice, neat package. And then last but not least, we have our independent suspension system. That is probably the most popular item that we have right now. What it's giving you is a complete independent suspension. In other words, you have a suspension for each wheel of the trailer. We are eliminating axles, leaf springs, shackles, all those pesky things that break on you. And then we're adding the independent on there. This would be the beam assembly. This would represent your wheel. And then you have a journal bar that runs through this torque bracket. That's your pivot point. So independent is always good, but not the first to come out with it. Torsion axles are independent. The difference between torsion axles and the independent is the way we dampen the road shock. The torsion axle put rubber inside a tube in strips, and you get about maybe 1 3/4 inches of wheel travel from relaxed to maximum compression. Leaf spring systems give you about 2 inches of suspension travel. The IS, we use our rubber shear spring, and a shear spring is nothing more than 2 plates of steel that are offset, and then we vulcanized rubber in the middle. We bolt 2 of those together in series, and by doing that, we're able to give you a full 5 to 5.5 inches of wheel travel. Now I keep talking about vertical travel. Wheel travel is what dissipates the energy from the bump in the road. Once you reach maximum compression on the travel of your suspension, the energy that hasn't been dissipated is transferred to the frame and everything attached to it. So those are 2 good features of it. The next feature is the fact that it is an alignable system. We actually adjust the toe end and the camber, just like your car or your truck. So that camber is set to the weight distribution of your trailer. We know that these trailers are not balanced. One side's heavier than the other. Well, on a straight axle, they bend camber into the axle beam. And they're bending it for a perfect 3,500 pounds here and 3,500 pounds here if it's a 7,000 pound axle. Well, what if you don't have 3,500 pounds over here? What's gonna happen? Well, if this were your wheels and it was setting on the ground, you would have a arch in the axle beam. Tires would be kicked out at the top and pointing in at the bottom. When you put load on it, that's what brings them back into alignment. So if you got a perfect 3,500 pounds, that tire will be vertical. If you have more than that, you're going to go into a negative camber situation. If you have less than that, you stay in a positive. And what that basically means is you're going to be wearing the inside or the outside of your tires. With this one, we actually adjust the toe end and camber based upon the weight of your unit. So, bottom line, if I were conservatively speaking, it'll take out about 70% of the road shock going down the road, at least. I know I run it on my trailer. When I go over a railroad track, I can feel it in the truck. but I forget that I even have a trailer back there. So these are some of the best products that we have. Another one I forgot to mention is shackle links. This is what commonly comes on a trailer. Now this one's been used, of course, but you have 1/4 inch thick shackle link, plastic bushings, some cases no grease zerks, in some cases they are putting them in there now, but they're still using the 1/4 inch with the plastic bushings. MORryde has a heavy duty shackle kit. As you can see, we're about 1/2 inch thick. On the shackle link, we are using bronze bushings, and absolutely we grease it. Shoot greasing those a couple of times a year, and they'll last years and years and years. As a matter of fact, we always do some extensive testing on our products, and we did a pull test on these. It took 45,000 pounds to pull this shackle apart. Then, of course, we try it with the traditional shackle length, the 1/2 inch, 16,000 pounds. So, huge difference, huge difference. Okay, and that'll just give you some of the products that we have right now. If you want to see everything that we have, go to www.morryde.com. And thank you so much for your time.
So, thank you, Gary, so much for showcasing the items here at the Tampa RV Show 2021. Like he said, check the website, morryde.com, right there on the bottom. And we'll put that in the description. We'll put some links in there to kind of hone in on each of the products. And geez, thank you, Gary. We look forward to seeing you. Every time we go up to Indiana, we try to stop in and say hi, but this past year we couldn't because of the whole COVID thing. So hopefully we'll see you in the spring or summer. So thank you so much. And thank you for tuning in, and we hope these products for the towable market, as well as there are some for motorhomes and even vans. So thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button there, and we look forward to putting out more videos just for you. And as we say at Always on Liberty, underway is the only way.